gotta count my little jumpy jumps now. Calm Islamly. We got Calm Islamly and the Wordsmith in here early. This might be a doozy. We got Calm Islamly and the Wordsmith on the check-in early. Why, son-in-law? One, two, 1, 2. Trying to get situated. Alkim Salam. What's going on? Can y'all hear me? 1, 2. Oh, wait. All right, we have Jam Jam. Jam Jam. Good in elevation. God Cyber Divine. Okay. Well, see, you're not exactly supposed to be paying attention to you're paying attention to the minute by minute countdown to the fast. You're gonna make it longer that way. Yeah, I'm big YouTuber now. Got the headphones. The headphones with the mic. But tropical cyclone in New York. Just saw that come over the what's the names. But getting into today's topic, wise person or fool. You know what I'm saying? Uh, what's the difference? You ever thought about that? What's the difference? Anyone? See, you hear a lot of people say that uh, a wise man can play the part of a fool, but a fool can't play the part of a wise man. See, they go God cipher it around like that. A wise man can pretend to be a fool, but a fool can't pretend to be a wise man. Wise, you said only a wise person can be a fool. A fool can't be wise, for he is blind, deaf, and dumb. Jam Jam says the ability or determination to make decisions based on knowledge. I wonder if I could log on over there. Mr. Green one. The boss said a wise man seeks to know first, a fool doesn't. Calm is known. He said one who knows versus one who has no wish to know. Jam says some people have the knowledge but make the same decisions anyway. See, Jam is starting to scratch the surface of something very important. You got to do the knowledge too, right? When you ask yourself the question, what's the difference between a wise person and a fool? Mr. Greenwood said a fool makes everything sound complex, a wise person makes everything sound simple. Is everyone finished building? Just Ruler came in. Watson said a fool is easily led in the wrong direction and hard to be led in the right direction. Mr. Greenwood said a wise person can learn from a fool. A fool doesn't learn at all. Very good distinction. Tammy Jam said, I think a wise man learns from his mistakes. A wiser man learns from other people's mistakes. A fool doesn't learn even from his own mistakes. 793rd. The boss said, a wise man admits when he doesn't know, a fool would not. Urban Gorilla. So let's, because we could be, we take it to the lessons. Do you mean to say the devil fooled him 379 years ago? Rome J, what does it mean when it say the devil fooled him 379 years ago? See, that's another question everybody can answer, But in the meantime, see, that's the thing that I was saying you got to keep in mind when you doing the knowledge to the difference in anything, really, but specifically as it pertains to a wise person or a fool, right? Sometimes the difference cannot be detected with the naked eye or the naked ear, the naked nose. Sometimes the difference can't be detected with the naked eye. Mr. Green once said, a fool leaps without looking, a wise person thinks twice before making a move. Maxwell Bennett said, fooled him from understanding God is his birthright. Carmen's Only said, the devil makes things seem other than they actually are. Seven ninety third said, the fool continues to make the same mistakes time and time again with different explanations, whilst the wise one watches that to make the precise move, measuring many and cutting once. Real hip hop. Hakim Salam said, a fool does not know he's a fool. A wise man can correct his character. What's this question, Jimmy Jam? Is it about what one basis that is peace? Yes.
Peace, bro.
What do you mean share it?
Oh, you having something?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Go ahead, you over there.
Steve Money. Where you from, Steve Money? Welcome to the channel.
Mind your business. Come here. Where you going? Come here. Ain't no running back and forth.
The difference between the two is awareness. A fool has none. A wise person is always self-aware.
Huh? For what? To watch the women argue? Go ahead.
Everybody still went away from the question, though. Um, what does it mean when say the devil fooled him 379 years ago? Urban Gorilla said a wise man sees reality for what it is and not for what it appears to be. God save your divine. You're moving up in the world. Jennifer Helms. Where are you from, Jennifer Helms? God save your divine said when the original man searched for trillions of years for the mystery God, that was foolish. He became wise and agreed there was no mystery God except the Son of Man. A fool is still searching. See, now this is a perspective. This is what I said is when you look at the difference between writing history and recording history. So you write history in advance. You see what I'm saying? So when you said the original man searched for trillions of years for that mystery God that was foolish, he became wise. Nah, he always was wise. See, Allah's God always has been and always will be. We're not the son of man that searched for trillions of years. It was, but I have, we have, I guess this is our usual now. This is our usual to get a call from Michigan. Maxwell Bennett said, "A fool worships two masters. He knows teachings of the Father, yet stays in two ciphers because he loves Hal and right." Jay said he made him believe he was other than his own self. The original man began to do devilishment. Mr. Green once said, "A fool believes what he is told on face value without measuring, weighing, and judging." See, now y'all getting into the nitty gritty of why sometimes, even with the naked eye, you can't see who's the fool and who's the wise man. See, because a wise man is going to move on knowledge, right? Where a lot of people, they just move with the crowd. And because they moving with the crowd, right, it makes it look to the naked eye like they doing the right thing. With Steve Money, where you from? You got Seattle Seahawks on your little picture right there. What you call it, the avatar. All right, we got both of our brothers. All right, from Seattle. That's yeah. I mean, that was kind of obvious, I guess. But yeah, welcome to the channel. Well, as you said, 379 years ago, before the word that the black man is God appeared. You see, this is, you know, why I thought God's type of divine's answer was very pertinent, you know, is because he said that you got to remember that the original man, right, searched for trillions of years for that mystery God. You know what I'm saying? All of that history, right, that was lived out was written 25,000 years in advance. So now, when you look at the knowledge degree in the 1 to 14, you know the 1 to 14. Yeah, why do you know the 1 to 14? And it tells you that the original man preserved the best part for himself and put the devil on the worst part ever since he made it. So if you already preserved the best part for yourself, how could you fall for its orientation that you will receive more gold for your labor someplace else? Asiatic forever. See, so being a fool, yeah, a couple of y'all related to that. in terms of it's not having knowledge of yourself in any different thing that you're going. Like, see, you can know you God, right? But let's say you go to play a game of football and you don't know if you're the quarterback or the linebacker, then you don't have knowledge of yourself in that cipher. See, you're not gonna know how to apply mathematics to be Lord in that world. And then you're gonna look like a what? You're gonna look like a fool. So like somebody said, you know, you can't you can't take things on face value. You gotta make sure you absorbing some of his knowledge. See, because knowledge is gonna be able to show and prove itself by going all the way to born. Where's all my people at tonight? I'm not falling behind. Are y'all falling behind? Steve Money said a fool despises wisdom, but the wise seek knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. But see, a lot of these things, uh, even with that, you can't detect it with the naked eye sometimes. You see, how many people know a fool of this nature, right? Where when they speak, they you know they know what they're talking about. They got a vast amount of knowledge and they're able to communicate it, but they don't know how to apply it for themselves. See, sometimes it takes a while for you to realize you're dealing with that type of fool because you can't detect it with the naked eye. Hakim Salam said there's no such thing as a civilized fool. Real hip hop said, isn't that the blind leading the blind? What's the blind leading the blind? Mr. Green once said that's the smart, dumb type of person. Yeah, well, you do have people like that where you're so smart that you're stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because you have all this knowledge and you know your inability to apply it makes you even dumber. Asiatic ever said, mind to take mind. When one have the knowledge of himself, take yourself out of the situation or away from it. Mathematics is made to be born.
Okay, let's go. For what? What you want to get? Huh? Snacks. That's all I'm getting. You want to eat at home tonight? What kind of snacks you want? I got snacks at home too. Oh. Hmm? You want me to get it?
The boss said, peace. If you can't apply, if you can't apply knowledge, then a fool. If you can't apply knowledge, then a fool is one can't put it to use properly. I mean, that's one kind of fool. That's what I'm saying. There's lots of things. And see, you could be a wise person, right? You know, I myself, you know, you get into a conversation, a back and forth conversation, right, with certain people, you a fool for doing that. Now, how many of us find ourselves in that situation? In the course of a year, you know, how many times might you know, because let's face it, some of the fools that you get caught up in this conversation with, they're in your family. See, just yesterday, I got in a situation where, you know, I had to go on the other side of the door in order to, at first, I responded, and then as soon as I responded, it hit me. All right, you know what? That's only gasoline in the situation. Let me just go on the other side of the door. You know, see, for me at least, I don't just look, you know, at a fool as just one type of thing. You know, how many, let's say in the course of 10 years, how many times have you looked back at something, right? Or you looked at something right now and it's popping. Let's say it's an investment, right? It's an investment. And now the investment is worth millions of dollars. But you didn't invest. Like you had the opportunity to come up, but you didn't take it. See, that's a different type of way. You know, people have been fools. Like, see, going to school, that's an opportunity that a lot of people realize way out down the line that they was a fool for not taking advantage of that opportunity. Like, you don't think like it was somebody that Zuckerberg went to, and it was like Facebook. What you mean, people going log on and like what? Nah. I don't see that happening. Gatorade, orange. Yeah, wrong. They said he had to learn to walk away, from different conversations, you know, where he realized that he was the bigger fool for getting caught up in the conversation with this person than this person was for applying knowledge and wisdom the way that they do. Urban Gorilla said you can't build properly with one who disputes without knowledge. Yeah, that's and you know what's crazy about that Urban Gorilla? That's the one kind of person that when you when you end the conversation with them, they never understand why. Like we just say, "Oh, okay," we say no more. They always bug out. Like, why you being that like that? I mean, there's no way for us to come to understanding. 793rd was taught early by the Holy God not to get caught up in the wisdom, taking that jewel for what it's worth. Real hip hop said a wise person would know better than to argue with someone who doesn't want to speak wisely. I mean, they would know better. But see, that's the aspect of being a fool. See, there's a saying, right? That God protects babies and fools. Now it's just a saying, but I'm using that to differentiate someone who's being a fool from, somebody who is, they don't know. Like if you a baby, you know, let's look at that mentally. to say, it doesn't matter, what your physical age is or physical size is, but it just means that you're naive to whatever topic is at hand. That's different from being a fool. You know what I'm saying? Or, person could be mentally unstable. That's different from being a fool. Brilliant Elevation said, that's funny. My coworker got him tight today, but he ended up apologizing twice already. Yeah, see, Mr. Green once said, I witnessed a brother grow through it yesterday, going back and forth with a savage. I had to explain to him to fall back because it was a lost cause, a waste of energy, and I wasn't going anywhere. Yeah, a lot of times, you know, even when you dealing with somebody, right? And she just said, look, the last 2 points that was made, the brother said, this coworker got him tight, he apologized twice already, right? And then the brother said right here, uh, you know, he's the brother he was observing wastes a lot of energy, right? Talking to the hip hop, right? Now, especially even by definition of you describing it as he wasted a lot of energy. When you going back and forth with a person wasting a lot of energy, right? You ain't making a lot of points. Most of the time, you trying to get the person to understand the same thing. That's why you wasting energy because you going back and forth over the same one or two points you trying to make with them. But then see, like Brilliant Elevation said, see, the coworker ended up apologizing, meaning as time passed, whatever he thought about made him come back and apologize after the conversation soaked in. So a lot of times you trying to make the same point to the person and you speaking over and over and over again. Look, you already said it. It's either going to sink in or it's not. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, you plant the seed. You put a little water on it, shine a little light on it. But see, too much water and too much light would do what? It kill it. So take that into account. When y'all out there building, teaching different people, and y'all keep saying you're having a hard time. Yeah, sometimes you're making it hard on yourself. When you can talk the person out one or two times, let it sink in, and then the person will come back and say, "Yeah, you're not thinking about that thing you said, man." So see, sometimes even the way you teach it is in a foolish manner. Just rules that some people don't want to elevate themselves and stay stuck in their own ways. Teach those who want to be taught. Alchemist Salon said a fool in retrospect. Yeah, that's one of the most, how would you say, that's there's more foods in that category because it's good and bad. See, it's, people, you know, doing certain dirt in the street or whatever, they getting a lot of money, and at the time they look cool, but then after everything hit the fan, you know, now a whole lifetime later, in retrospect, they was a fool. Uh, thank you. Uh, it's life, niece. It's life, niece. I mean, you yeah, check it out. Wait, I mean, she said make sure your name, so I want to make sure it was cool with you. I mean, out of everybody being a y'all, yeah, she knows me. She don't know y'all. Alright. Well, I'm saying she's clear. Yes, no. Yeah, but I mean, it's those, those girls is sentimental to me. So, alright, so I'll keep an eye on you. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. I understand. So Jam says someone turning down an opportunity like that could be wise if they're adapting in the cipher they haven't mastered. Um, well then it wasn't really an opportunity. It's like, if you read the the wanted section, you know what I'm saying? You read through a list of jobs that's available. If you haven't gone to medical school, then that job at the hospital is not really an opportunity for you. I mean, not one that you can really say that you turned down. You just wasn't ready. Mr. Green one said being a fool never pays off and always costs in the end. Urban Gorilla said he also had to stop casting his pearls amongst swine. You know, 793rd said that these are the mistakes. These are the same mistakes repeatedly made that I was talking about. Yeah, will we find ourselves in these situations? So see, like I said, what was important about uh um God Cyber Divine, bringing everything back to the knowledge and saying that the Son of Man searched for this mystery God for trillions of years, right? It's that sacred God said, I had to stop casting my pearls amongst the swine. See, he had to do that. That's something you had to do. So applying that to the degree, when it say, do you mean to say the devil fooled him 379 years ago? Yeah, the devil might have been the instrument by which he was fooled, but now you was fooled because you fell, because you didn't you searched for trillions of years. That's the real thing that happened. The date of the Medina rally in August. Let me see, this the wisdom day. Had to be the understanding cipher. That's what I would say right now. But things be touch and go, so I had to check back on that. But I would say right now, uh, to understand the cipher. And we got fly freights from the Providence plantations. Yeah, got cipher divine. We have to bring the wisdom. Over time, you know, I saw it become sharper and sharper. Now I was going to met a cat at the cookout on the 13th, and he was talking about how he wasted 20 years gangbanging, and now he's 37 trying to put his life back together. Yeah. See, this is the place when the rubber really touched the road, where things become real now. Who's wise and who's a fool, right? Becomes evident. Now check this out. If a person has been gangbanging for 20 years, right? And they on the street now, they alive. I wasn't there. I didn't meet the brother. You could expand more, but you don't sound like the brother's in a wheelchair. Nothing. He had to be somehow wise in order to be able to survive that in one piece. But then you look at the entire decision. You know what I'm saying? The major decision that he made, and even he himself is saying that he sees now that they foolish. said, what is, one, two. The boy said, I see what you're saying in terms of levels of fools. He may not know how to choose. He may not know how to choose not to or forget how to apply the knowledge. Sometimes you have to go through hell to correct yourself. That's just ruler outcome. Salam said, irrelevant wisdom on non productive ciphers lead to retrospective foolishness. Okay, now the bar. There's an element that I left out so far. You know, you see, when you're saying in terms of uh, knowing how to choose, right? How to apply the knowledge specifically, right? Or forgetting how to apply the knowledge, right? Now, let's throw emotion into the mix. What happens if we throw emotions into the mix of just a conversation that we having, you know, before we even get to the situation that you're dealing with? See, because, you know, you got that equality motion, you know, you got to rise above that what? Equality. And sometimes that equality rises above you. Ron J said emotions can make one blinded. Now, one said he saw the guy again. He was looking kind of crazy, like he was dealing with a chemical imbalance. But he recalled me and the trick. Outcome Salam said anger has made many men a fool. SW said emotion, good old H3, better be swift and changeable, aka adaptable. Mr. Green once said one has to keep his head above water. God savvy divine said emotions can definitely lead to foolish actions. Emotions are not based on logical thinking. The boss said emotions can cause you to lose concentration. You see what I'm saying? Luke Cage. Our phrase says gotta react off logic, not feelings. You see, these is the different things that we gotta be aware of. Like this, does anybody here play poker? Yeah, what happened to Joseph? We ain't from Joseph in a while. Does anybody here play poker? What about fly phrase? from the Providence plantations. Yeah, see, I knew Fly Phrase from the positive from the Providence plantations. See, in poker, they got a saying that if you at the table and you can't tell who the sucker is, it's you. See, so that's why you, especially here in the wilderness of North America, right, have to stay on point and not take things on face value. Keep your sword sharp because in this society, in this wilderness out here that we exist in, if you don't know who the fool is, it could be you. And we know what the consequences of ignorance is in the wilderness. We know what the consequences of that is in the wilderness. So that's why we keep everything on cap. Keep our sword sharp and our understanding clear. See, like I said, a lot of times, you know, you take that's even that. See, what's a wise man and what's a fool? You can take that on face value. You know what I'm saying? Where you dealing with, oh, this person over there, that person's a fool. This person over there is a wise man. You see, even in terms of in the time since we've been doing this, how many people that they told that story that before these videos, right? He wasn't really studying, wasn't really living out mathematics. See, that's how you can easily join the ranks of the uncivilized and the savage. Because here in America, we definitely playing poker. 7 8 said everybody's got to hustle. Don't be the mark. And we got Inf. Inf came into the building. Okay, so you have to rise above equality to manifest the true and living God. God Cypher Divine said being able to spot a mark was essential in the hood. If you couldn't, more than likely you was getting got. Mr. Green once said, reminds me of that Drop Call Quest song description of a fool. Gotta be aware and avoid ending up in the position of a fool. Stay civilized and all wise. Yeah, because they continue daily. They continue daily. And see, you gotta remember all the mathematics that you're dealing with count. So say you did something on a February day, right? When you were 6 years old. That thing might have been perfectly okay. But if you do that same thing on a February day when you 60 years old, that could be foolish. You see what I'm saying? Your physical degree that you are, that's a part of your mathematics. Yeah, you might have been through January, February, March. Yeah, you've been through that, but you ain't been through it at this age yet. And see, that's why they continue daily. What's going on? Guess it's time to ask you because you know y'all have more than another 45 minutes after I ask you. Does anyone have any questions about the topics that we hit on today? Who was the first live? Oh, wisdom or just talking? And then this one was wise person. Do we have any questions about anything else? I know it's Sunday. It's Sunday, and I'm the Christ. I shouldn't be Shouldn't be working. Anyone? Anyone? Good. Halftime over there setting up. I don't know what is this. You might want to hide that comment or something. Got a couple of bookings over here. Real hip hop says 4 hours until I break down 3 day fast. This is not the way to do it, real hip hop. You set up a countdown clock or something. Note to anyone else, you know, that wants to fast, or is going to fast, or is about to fast. You know, don't just watch the clock tick by. Jam said, so how does one keep emotions from getting in the way? Um, that's a level of consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Being aware of your emotions is what allows you to control them. You know, being aware, uh, you know, of the way the thoughts is triggering the emotions from the beginning. You know, I'm not, you could realize that you pissed off after you really pissed off. That's not gonna uh, have the same impact. You know, keeping yourself out of situations. You know, when you already know, like, all right, if me and you get involved in a conversation, you're gonna say some things that is gonna hurt my feelings. I'm not gonna be able to, you know, to control my actions after that. So just go ahead and stay away from the situation. You know what I mean? But on whatever level, you know, what you said right here, recognizing the space between thought and action. Yeah, mine says M double blue cage. It's not the way you don't count the the time down. Like, see, being conscious of time makes it makes it longer. See, what makes time fly is when you're doing something, so that you become unaware of the time. Like, you ain't never lost track of the time, and it's too little time. You ever notice that? Wherever you lose track of time, a whole bunch of time passed you didn't realize. You don't never say, "Oh snap, man! It's 10 minutes than I thought. 10 minutes before I thought it was." See, when you thinking of the time and you're not occupying that time, right? Because remember, time is a measurement of motion. So if
Ain't no
if ain't no
motion
motion
happening,
happening,
within
within
that
that
construct of
construct of
what we
what we
call
call
time,
time, then
then it
that's
should
what
make
makes it
it
seem
seem
like
like
it's
it's
taking
taking
long.
long.
So if you waiting for something to happen at 8 o'clock, right? Then there's no motion, and it seems like it's taking a long time. But if you got something that you got to do by 8 o'clock, now
Now,
all of the motion that you got to do, all the different things you do, is making time fly past because you got all this motion that you got to do within that construct or whatever we call time. Say, bro, if I said that at the fast end at the start of the next day, we understand this. But look, if you go over about 45 minutes for real hip hop, if you go over about 45 minutes, it won't kill you. As W was saying in terms of how to not let emotions cause you to be a fool is he said master what triggers you, which is I second that emotion. Now as born so you also have to change the way you speak. A lot of words are emotionally charged. Rome J says self discipline, martial arts teaches you how to control your emotions. 793rd, so one does one's best based on knowledge of themselves to rise above that equality. Now this boy said I stopped using words like hate, dumb, and stupid. It helped me a lot. He said that's why jail hell take a long time. Shaquem, real hip hop, said he's been busy all this time studying lessons and building. So uh did the knowledge within the lessons seem to sink in any faster or any deeper? Uh, while you was fasting, since you started fasting. Yeah, I'm not sure how this 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Can anyone hear me? All right, so uh what we have here? Um Jam says, how would you go about recognizing opportunities? Also, do you have any suggestions on staying available or ready to take advantage of opportunities? There's a uh there's a phrase, there's a saying that comes out of Eastern philosophy, right? That said, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. See, you're going to recognize opportunities by how prepared you are for them. Real hip hop said the knowledge did sink in deeper. So, what was you studying while you was on the fast? True self said, peace. A wise man know what he knowledges, and a fool does not. Hmm? Jam E Jam said, I've noticed a slightly increased difficulty to concentrate with what seems to be intermittent periods of extreme clarity. Yeah, that could be happening for 1,000 different reasons. Real Hip Hop said he memorized the supreme math and alphabet, studied English lesson, and did deeper studies of what history I was being taught in those lessons. Hmm. And I was, that's, it's, you know, you still might want to lose track of the clock a little bit. It'll make the, it'll make the fast go a little smoother. So you're getting a student enrollment on cap right now. That's how you do it. Anything else? Anybody else got any questions out there? All right, true self. What's the signs? Why everybody? Did I miss something? Am I the only person that wasn't on the fast in the group? Am am I the fool here? am I am I am I, am I the fool this time? Everybody went on the fast and didn't tell me. See how black people do? Y'all laughing. Something's going on here. See how you can end up being the fool? 'Phantasm said I fast every 60 days. Got boy and Jamal came in. Peace is fasting too. 793rd said he eats every 10 to 15 hours once a day. True So said he do his at the end of every month. That's how that was the protocol at one time. 3 days before the rally. Commons Lonely is stupid. Commons Lonely said, I'm a slim dude. If I fast too much, I may disappear. Jai Guy just came in. Powerful Allah. Nah, powerful. This is a new video for this morning. We took that down. I did the little we had a little boxing activities. Nah, you gotta stick with your fasting. Calm his army said I don't eat no red meat though. Yeah, the dietary law journeys is crazy. Powerful said fasting displays self-determination. So this is the best mic so far. Guess I have to keep this in action for a minute. But yeah, it seems like this system is working, I must say. So you're not gonna lose that much mass in a 3 day fast. It's the green one. Just finished a 72-hour fast with only 2 glasses of water in the 72 hours. Nearly a 72-hour dry fast. Comes on me say I'm one of those dudes that can't gain no weight. Who reminds you of baseball commentator? One Jamal said I abstain from licks, beer, and red meat. It's not fasting. It's fasting from alcohol 7 days. Yeah, Born Jamal, that's true. Dry fast in the summertime. Yeah, that is really impressive. Say you're not gonna lose that much mass in 3 days, man. Like that. Powerful. Say he fasts every month. Nah, the conversation wasn't really about fasting, but real hip hop. Uh, he did his 3 day fast and he's studying his lessons. So we was just discussing. Um, we was just discussing. Different people was discussing their experience with fasting. 793 said he lost 10 to 15 pounds. Man, that's crazy. 10 to 15 pounds in 3 days. Powerful Allah said he fasts every month and eats one meal a day. Peace said, what's a dry fast? A dry fast is no food and no water, no liquids. Another face just said, I'm going to fast from screaming at my coworker. Powerful said he goes the last day dry fast when he does his normal, his monthly, when he fasts every month. Yeah, but that's good though. Real hip hop. Sounds like you on the road. Powerful said, I notice when I fast, I can remember my lessons more. Yes, makes the thoughts lighter somehow. I can't really explain it. When Jamal asked about intermittent fast, I know I haven't gotten too heavily involved with it. Grown Jay said, I don't really eat meals. I do stuff like eat a couple of handful of nuts, water, or natural juices. Can't eat a whole salad. Mostly eat fish by piece from fasting. Early in this knowledge, I have learned how basically to shrink my stomach. Yeah, that's true. Real hip hop, you should be aware of that. Is that now that you fasted, your stomach has shrunk. You see what I'm saying? So don't go eating, right? Like it's Thanksgiving for a couple of different reasons. But one of them is that you're going to stretch your stomach right back out. Jay said, and know the difference between being hungry and having an empty stomach. Now, that's extremely important for health in general. True Self said, I notice I wake up earlier regardless of what time I go to sleep as well when I fast. Holographic said, intermittent fast is basically skipping 1 or 2 meals rather than eating 3 meals a day. True Self said, fruit or salad are the best ways to break a fast. Got a side rally over here between Asiatic and God Cypher Divine. Phantasm. Indeed, I agree right here. It says eating like Thanksgiving after fasting can be painful or you'll waste food. The longest I fasted was like 4 days. And then on the fifth day, see, because I didn't, when I did that fast, see, I had 3 days to the point where I could, handle my business. You know what I'm saying? And it wouldn't really affect me. So I was going for 5 days. But on the fifth day, you know what I'm saying, I'm out and about doing what I was doing. I got dizzy. So I broke the fast on the fifth day. But I fasted for 4 days. I gotta get. I still ain't get I gotta get the sea moss and see what it's about, man. It's like all over, B. It's everywhere, like savoir faire. Where's my wood, yo? Gotta be hotel. But at any rate, we're gonna start winding this down. Sea moss does wonders. That's what I'm saying. I gotta find out. I gotta get with the program. But yeah, we're gonna start winding this down. Everybody that made it this far on the stream with me through the Each One Teach One, click the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. You know, if you wanna come in tune with all the lives when I come on, hit the what do you call it? Hit the notification button. Stacky B said, "Is it easier to flush toxins from the body with a wet fast than dry fast?" Um, they both gonna have. They both gonna have. They both gonna have unique. Uh, they both gonna have a unique impact. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say uh, one is easier than the other. But at any rate, I'll see y'all brothers and sisters tomorrow at 6 o'clock. You know, the civilization class will be in effect. And in the meantime, peace.